You mentioned that you have a 7-month-old who's not sleeping well through the night, and you've tried everything, including crying it out, and he'll just cry for 2 hours at a time, and you're at your wit's end and wanting to get some sleep again. Sleep training is hard. In fact, I think it's harder for parents than it is for children. I had a very persistent baby myself, and it took us 2 to 3 weeks of persistence and consistency and patience in getting him to learn how to self-soothe. You're doing a lot of things right. You've tried crying it out, you're putting him to bed at a consistent time, and so those things are good. But you did mention that after about 2 hours of crying in the early morning hours, you gave him a bottle and then he went right to sleep. And this is pretty normal behavior for a baby. When they cry, they learn that they get what they want. They get a bottle or a nursing session, or they get to be held by mom or dad. And when you give into it, then it reinforces that crying. And so they'll continue to cry to get what they want. So the key is to continue to try to encourage self-soothing by not giving in. But again, it takes persistence, consistency, and a lot of patience. Now, when babies go through growth spurts, they do need extra feedings. And you might be able to accomplish this in the daytime hours instead of during the night. And if this is your baby's issue, then maybe that will help. For the next few days, try giving your baby an extra bottle or two, especially if you can, sneak one in before the nighttime feeding. Like if you normally put your baby down at 8 o'clock, like you mentioned, then maybe you could sneak another one in the early evening hours and see if that makes a difference, because it's all about what the baby's getting in a 24-hour period total. So if your baby's getting more input during the day, maybe he'll sleep better at night and not want that if that's why he's waking up. You can also consider the environment. If there's noises or lights or other distractions that might be waking him up, do what you can to adjust those. Some babies do well with noisemakers because it's just like a constant hum or noise in the background that prevents them from hearing other noises that might disturb them. A fan can even do the trick for some kids. You could try that and see if that makes a difference. Another thing you could try is adjusting bedtime and nap time to see if that helps. If he's going to bed at 8 o'clock now and say you wanted to move it to 8:30, do it by 15-minute increments. So put him down at 8:15 for the next several nights. Once he's gotten that down, then start putting him to bed at 8:30. And make the same adjustments with nap time if you feel like it would make a difference for you. If these suggestions don't help, or you have other concerns, like especially if your baby is exhibiting unusual symptoms during the day that might indicate illness or an underlying medical concern, talk with your pediatrician. And based on their knowledge of your son's circumstances, they'll be able to give you tailored information and advice. Good luck with it. I hope you're all sleeping better soon. And if you have more questions in the future for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms. And recommend us to your friends and family too.